Alright guys, what is up? So this video is going to be about training. Two ways why we should train the opposite, or two ways in which we should train the opposite way in which bodybuilders train. There are two ways, okay? The first way, two ways that I want to mention. The first way is that we should not do things slow and controlled. So bodybuilders, okay, they're gonna say bench press. Get the bar down to the chest, slow and controlled, up, slow. Especially they'll say slow eccentric, and that's especially, unnecessary. Now I will say the reason why you would do something slow, is not for muscle gains. It's purely common sense. For example, if I've got a heavy squat, all right, box squat especially, and I'm coming down, I have to come down slowly. I have to come down slowly, because if I don't, I'm gonna smash my, spine into the, into the box, and that's gonna put so much pressure on my lower back and spine. It's very unhealthy. Some people who have no clue how to box squat, they actually do that. Like they go like this. It's a complete pause. It's supposed to be. That's the whole point of a box squat. Same with a bench, especially a deadlift. Deadlift is a very dangerous exercise to do slow eccentrics with, because if you're doing a slow eccentric with a deadlift, a lot of pressure is on your lower back, and that's how people often get injured. So slow eccentrics are only necessary when they absolutely have to be, when you need to control the weight so you don't hurt yourself. Same with a bench. Excuse me. Just had a load of oats. Yeah, if you bring the barbell on a bench press, you have to do it slowly. If it's heavy, because if you don't do it slowly, it might fall, it might slip, But other than that, there's no need to do slow eccentrics. The second and the more important thing is that when should you pause? Because you see bodybuilders, if they're doing a row, for example, they'll go like this. They'll go like this, squeeze, and pause at the squeeze. And then they'll go back. Like that, right? Or if they're doing a bench, they'll go like this. They'll come down, squeeze. Or, tricep push down, they'll go squeeze. Squeeze. Okay, you get the point. That's the opposite of what you want to do. You want to pause at the stretch, not at the squeeze part, not at the, not at the extension. You want to pull at the stretch part. So if you're doing a tricep pull down, when you're being stretched out, you want to pause there and then power down. When you're doing a bench press, you want to pause at the bottom and then power up, because that's going to take the stretch reflex out of it, meaning all the power is going to come from you, as opposed to it coming from momentum and other forces. It's going to come from your muscles more. Okay, obviously there's going to be other forces in play, but the amount of force that's going to come from your muscles is going to be a lot more. Same with a box squat. There's no need to squeeze at the top. Okay, the only time you should squeeze is when you're warming up your joints. Say you want to do some squats, you want to do some leg extensions. I recommend band leg extensions, so I'll make a video on that. You want to squeeze at the top, because that's going to get more blood. It's going to stop any pains that you have. So there you go, two ways you should not work out like a bodybuilder. Pause at the stretch, not at the squeeze, and no need for slow movements. It's all power. The only time you should do slow is if you have to, for safety reasons. Done.